This video, we're going to cover the New Vintage USA Direct-Drive gauge system. The NVU Direct-Drive system is the biggest innovation in gauge kits in a long time. Easy wiring means quicker installation and less hassle. This comes standard on all 6 gauge kits with programmable speedometers. Same features of our Phoenix platform plus easy plug-in wiring system for minor gauges, only 2 harnesses to wire up by color, no additional boxes or drivers. The lighting is integrated into the direct drive, so no additional lighting wires are required on the minor gauges. Which kits use the direct drive? All of the New Vintage USA 6-gauge kits with programmable speedometer. Now let's move on to the installation. Just how hard are these to install and wire up? NVU has the easiest wiring setup in the aftermarket. After years of research and customer feedback, our Phoenix and Phoenix Direct Drive system is by far the easiest and fastest wiring installation. Step 1. Wire up the connectors and senders by color. Red is power, black is ground, white is lights. Everything's color coded. Just follow along the instruction booklet. Step 2. Plug in the amp connector plugs in the kit. No drivers, boxes, or modules required. Step 3. Plug in the minor gauges. That's it. They're done. It's just that easy. We'll get a little more detail later in this video. Let's go over the instructions real quick. After years of research and customer feedback, we developed our instruction manual format to be as clear as possible. Our wiring diagrams are 2-tiered. One is a chart with colors, pin position, and function. The other is a chart also having the color wiring diagram showing the route from the gauge to the sources. We also have each set on one page, so no more jumping around to a booklet to figure out the wiring. This format has been extremely well received, and it really helps novice and experienced builders. So here on the right shows the major gauge wiring for the direct drive and the minor gauge wiring. The way we have these set up in the book is if you do need 2 pages, they're both facing you at the same time, so there's no flipping around to different pages. Everything is all right there for you to see. Now we can get into a little more detail. On the direct drive gauges, the speedometer and tachometer are used to run the minor gauges, the fuel temp, oil, and volts. This alone reduces the wiring by 75%, just that part. And we can wire the main gauges really easily on the direct drive system. You start by following the color-coded amp connectors. They're right there. Just follow the book. Red is power, black is ground, white is lights, etc., etc. We're going to run the wires of appropriate color to each gauge to the senders now. The speed signal. This is an AC sine wave or Hall effect, pretty standard. You can use an aftermarket 3-wire sender, aftermarket 2-wire sender, a PCM output, a GPS, pretty much anything. If you have any questions, just give us a call. We cover all this in some more tech videos. On the tach, we're going to run this to the ignition source per the instruction booklet. On gas, we're going to run to the coil, a CDI or MSD box, distributor output, or the PCM. On a diesel engine, we're going to run that to the crank trigger or PCM. The signal types and operation are covered in other videos as well, if you want to dig into that a little bit more. The fuel sender, this can be connected to any resistance tile fuel sender. The Phoenix platform has programmable fuel ranges, so it can be set virtually to any range, popular by changing the dip switches on the cover shown in blue right there on the back. Direct fit kits come preset but can be changed if needed by the installer. The temperature sender, connect the gauge to the NVU temperature sender. The matching NVU sender that came with the kit must be used for the gauge to operate properly. If you need a replacement, it's 99320-04, and that's also the same sender that we use to drive the auxiliary inputs. The sender has a 1/8 27 NPT thread, and the kit also includes 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch bushings. Metric bushings are available for LS installs in our LS kit 99009-04. Connect the gauge to the NVU oil pressure sender included in the kit. The replacement part number is 99100-04. It is a resistance-based sender and has a 0 to 100 psi range with a value of 240 to 33 ohms. The sender has a 1/8 27 NPT thread and the kit includes 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch bushings. Metric bushings are also available for LS installation in our LS kit 99009-04. We're almost there. Plug in the minor gauges into the appropriate ports. That's it. It's done. Ready to go. So for such a big technology leap, there's not a whole lot to say about it because it's so simple. It's just that easy. So let's just wrap this up with the direct drive instruments have the exact same features as our Phoenix platform, but with the additional bonus of the plug-in minor gauges. Direct drive does not require any additional boxes, module, or drivers. It's all inclusive to the instruments. The direct drive reduces wiring time by 75% from a traditional gauge set. And if you ever have any questions or need any help, just feel free to reach out to us by email, by phone, or on Messenger. We'll be more than happy to get with you. Thanks for watching.